So some people ask me, where is a good resource to start learning about data science, statistics, and all these other things? So I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions if you want to learn on your own. Okay, first of all, Yannick Keltzer, or Yannick, I forget actually how you say his name, even though he says it every time on YouTube, comes out with almost more than once a week videos on machine learning, where he really does explain well, even though he might be a little too high level for some of the beginners, but it's a good idea to know what's the state of the art, and he reviews papers, and he has a ton of YouTube videos on it. That's basically what his YouTube channel is devoted to. So just look up his name on YouTube and you'll find it. Another one is Medium. So Medium is a free newsletter. It's also a subscription. Some of it's paid, some of it's not, but they have a huge data science section. And you can also sign up for the email, or you can just look up online. That really explains a lot of data science concepts and machine learning concepts from very, very beginning ones, even advanced ones. They really sometimes break it down so you have no knowledge at all. You can understand by then the very, very advanced concepts. One thing I forgot to mention that I'll just add right now is, it doesn't read change the number. Wikipedia is also a great place to look up anything, even though they don't always explain from the simple terms enough, but it's very up to date, surprisingly. And it'll list a bunch of different things at a very advanced level. So if you want a very advanced level overview or want to go to any topic or definition, Wikipedia probably has it. So ArchiveX, which I spelled here, it's well, people say ArchiveX even though it doesn't have it in the name, has a ton of machine learning papers and a ton of papers, and they're all free, absolutely free. And they also cover a lot of other topics, but the machine learning, computer science is not peer reviewed. There is a system to make sure that people do not post something too awful. But when it comes to computer science, it's pretty legit because people are constantly reviewing other people's work, and you're going to get caught pretty soon if you put bad stuff out there. Because so many people are looking at your work. And there was a famous case where someone put some work out there that was totally wrong. They were caught in like 2 days after celebration, and they were hounded and thing. It was a really cool idea, but the results were just complete bogus, and they refused to give out the code, refused to give out the exact parameters, and yes, they got hounded. Because you really can't do that with computers that when you propose a model that everyone can copy. Now, not all models everyone can copy because they're too advanced with the computing power you need, but a lot of them are. Sometimes you leave out critical details, but still, it's one of the best reviewed. And they have a bunch of other ones. The fifth one is just when you read about stuff, try out your ideas or try out diagrams. It really helps to think about, try them in your head. My sixth suggestion is discuss it with other people. Really, it's a huge help to discuss it with other people, the ideas, and people that do not understand the field as well. It's often better because when they're going, you're probably actually going, in your head. If you can explain to someone that's not the field, you know it a ton better. And a lot of people that think they know machine learning and data science really do not, or statistics. They just use big fancy words, and they cannot explain it simply. And 7, just going back to that, is simple explain. Please try to explain it to your head and yourself as simple as possible, the concepts, and build up from a simple understanding to a more complex. Oftentimes people, when they're studying all this stuff, they go to extremes with the complexity way too fast. And the thing is, complex models oftentimes don't work as well as simple models because the complex models have more places they can fail or break and more special case scenarios where the simple models just tend to work in any case well, and it tends to be less stuff that you by mistake overlook. And also more easy for people to understand and manipulate and play around with ideas, which is a whole concept in machine learning and computer science and data, is how interpretable a model is versus how good a model is. And you want your model to be as interpretable as possible, unless you're doing some weird encryption thing, or unless it sacrifices actual abilities. Well, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year and 40,000 watch hours, which is really hard, but with your help, I think I can do it. Also, please leave a comment behind if you liked the video. if you want to recommend, if you have any ideas for future topics, anything else. And please recommend this channel to other people. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate you taking time to listen to my video. Goodbye.